Gen V episode 5 is out right now. This is just my quick thoughts of the episode. First thing I will say is I think this was the weakest episode of the season so far. But a good episode. I don't think it quite reached the heights of the others, but because I think the standard of this show is so high anyway that this weaker episode doesn't really affect the overall show that much. But again, moved the plot forward, which is great. Got some big twists, which I actually didn't see coming. So yeah, and no delayed spoiler warning. Going spoilers straight away. I think that's probably the better thing to do. A bit late to the review, but yeah. Spoilers from the beginning. So, things I liked in this episode. Them all forgetting things, and you know when you leave off from last week, you think, oh, they've just forgot from the point of where they got cut off in the show. You think, oh, they've just forgot from there, but no, it turns out they've forgot a load of stuff. Sam walks up behind Emma and Marie, and he's speaking to them. They don't even know who he is, especially Emma, which is, you'd think they'd know each other because they've got that really strong connection, which still comes through. Emma still is that good person, and she's still trying to help him, even though she, in her head, doesn't know him, and she's still trying to be a good person, still trying to help him, and be like, Sam, are you okay? Do you need help? So I think that just goes to show you what kind of a person Emma is. So I think that works well, and obviously towards the end of the episode she does end up going back to him. So I love seeing that. Marie and Jordan, they've got some good stuff this episode as well. I did not see them as a pairing at the beginning of this season, but now it's one of my favourite pairings in the show. They work really well together. I was a bit surprised by it last week, but this week, alright, yeah, I like where this is going. And obviously, Jordan has that conversation with Translucent's son, Maverick. That was pretty good as well. I did enjoy that. Other things, I did like the Kate twist. I really liked the Kate twist. Because it was, they set it up as it was, or it's Rufus who's doing this stuff. The guy got his cock exploded, but no. It's been Kate the whole time. Kate's the person who probably fucked up Golden Boy and made him think he was going crazy. Made him think his brother was dead. She's working with Shetty. She's working with Vought, as they would say. And yeah, she's just been wiping everyone's memories for little things here and there. And then they're all starting to notice they've got big gaps in their memory, and she just can't keep up with a lie. And it's getting more and more and more. And the bit she gives Andre his memories back. Wow. And he just looks at her and he goes, "You're a monster." And I was like, what the fuck? I just couldn't believe it. So, we're in an interesting situation now where one of our leads in the show is now turning out to be maybe one of the villains. She might come back to I don't know if you can say there's a good side in all of this, but she might come back to her classmates, let's say, by the end of the season. So yeah, I did really like the twist with Kate. Another thing that was great, The Boys does over-the-top action, stuff like that. We've seen it all. People getting crushed, people getting their heads exploded, people getting lasered in half, people getting their heads stomped on, people getting run through. We've seen it all. So The Boys isn't scared, or Gen V in this case isn't scared to show the really gruesome stuff, but to show it from Sam's perspective when he takes on them special ops guys. He's got like a fun song playing in the background. He's a puppet. They're all puppets. And he's ripping them to shreds. And it adds, I don't know what, it adds a little bit of humour to a situation that otherwise won't be funny. And I just couldn't help but laugh when he's ripping the guy's like head off. And he's going, I'm a single father of 2 children. I was thinking, oh my god, I shouldn't be laughing at this, but no, they made it really work. But then the cut back to the actual scene of what he left and the horror that he left there is like, oh, this is fucked up. But Sam were great in this episode. He's getting up there on my favourite characters list as well. I'm assuming I'd probably put him on like the same power level of like Soldier Boy or something like that. Maybe. Don't know for sure. But he seems pretty strong. So that was pretty cool as well. But yeah, again, just going back to Emma. Fantastic in this episode. She likes it when she starts getting that little bit of fame. You know, she's walking through a corridor with her hood up and she's a bit embarrassed because she got big at the party. And she's there naked in pool, chugging out beers and stuff like that. And she looks quite embarrassed. She's trying to hide herself. And then someone notices her and goes, Emma? They don't call her Cricket. I don't think, anyway. I think they call her Emma. And then they say to her, you got that big soup energy. And then people are starting to notice her. And she likes that because she wants to be famous. She does. She wants to star in VOT plus originals and stuff like that. So it's just, you know, anything to higher her profile. And that's what she wants. Maybe she shouldn't want that, but yeah, anyway. What else? Tyrone Bigham's line. Scratching his neck like Tyrone Biggums. I thought that was pretty funny. Because she was going for the... she can... So it seems like she can not only control blood, but she can just tell what's happening with blood in general. She knew it wasn't Sam's blood on him. She knew when Emma were going to get a period. Yeah. And then she realises his blood clotted there. And then boom, she rips it out. She's got one of them trackers in her, which I'm pretty sure we saw Starlight take out in season 2 of The Boys, I think. When they go away. With when they go on that road trip. Or before that. Or after. It's some point in season 2, I think, they take out Starlight's tracker. So that was pretty cool. And she goes and to tell Kate about it. Kate wipes her memory. She walks out. She doesn't even know what's just fucking happened. So, yeah. But, just, overall though, this episode, good moments. A little on the shorter side. And I don't think it was as good as the others, but it did have great moments. And it did flow a little bit, you know, it flowed a little bit, but, you know, the memory stuff kind of slowed it down again because you've got to then catch all your characters up again to what's been happening. So we spent a full episode catching the characters up, but we also do learn new things. Also, what's that virus that they're making? Obviously the doctor who's been experimenting on Sam, he wants Marie. He's like, alright, get me Marie. He wants to experiment on Marie, but apparently she's got a benefactor. So someone who's like looking after her. That's probably the reason why she got into Goju in the first place. I don't know who that is. A lot of people are saying Stan Edgar, which would be interesting. But who knows? I'm leaning more towards Victoria Newman. For some reason, I feel like it would make sense. I know Victoria Newman was in the same soup, like foster home she was in, so it might be Victoria Newman. But yeah, super excited for next week though. Got a great trailer for next week, and yeah, if you didn't see it, Soldier Boy is back. One of my top 3 favourite characters in The Boys. Soldier Boy is going to be back next week. Don't know in what capacity. I don't think it's actually going to be him. I think it's going to be like Mind Games or something like that. But seeing Jensen Ackles back as Soldier Boy, I'm happy for. So, yeah. Let me know what you thought of this episode of Gen V down below. Do you think it was a weaker episode than before? Do you think it was a better episode? Or do you think it was just on par with the others? Have you not been enjoying Gen V in general? Or have you been loving it? Do you think it's just as good as The Boys? I don't think it's just as good as The Boys, but it has the potential to be. It does have the potential to be. But still, let me know what you think down below. Also, remember, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff in the comments down below, whatever you want to do. And, yeah, see you guys later.